So here are two of my first experiments for the paper sculpture. They both kind of start with these geometric shapes that I made out of triangles that can be stacked or sort of built upon, and then had a wire going through. This one, I wanted to have that sort of geometry at the bottom turn into something a little more natural. It's still like rigid lines, but a little more abstract and organic in the way that the shapes are all overlapping. And it's kind of turned into a bird-like form, kind of on accident, but I like it. And this one is sort of the same. So I started with this geometric design, and the idea is to have these organic things sort of growing through it or growing out of it, almost vine-like. So a couple ideas to run with here. And just to add on, and to show my sketches, these are the sketches that inspired the first two little attempts with the actual sculptures. So both of them kind of explore the relationship between man-made structures and the environment and their kind of unique dynamic, so how they can sort of fight against each other or support each other. So you can see how this one has something growing through these geometric shapes, and same with this one, sort of natural forms growing through and interacting with in interesting ways. And then moving on to some of my other ideas, this is really inspired by a cool artist I found, and it has just a ton of overlapping, sort of interconnected elements. It's really the same idea that you have these geometric shapes, these man-made structures, but natural elements are sort of intertwined. It's a interconnected and tangled web. And then sort of my last idea was building up something that's, I guess this one might be more sort of metaphorical, but it's supposed to be sort of a street light, or you can even see sort of a plug there. And again, exploring sort of vines growing up it and the dynamic interaction between nature and man-made things, and sort of the transformation of the natural world to kind of fit our needs is what I want to try to explore with this piece. So for some of my inspiration images, this is a really cool interaction between humans and the environment in India, where they've built these living bridges, and it really shows kind of a positive, mutual, symbiotic relationship. And here it's more of sort of nature taking over after humans have left, so a very different relationship. And this is the same artist that has work on campus right now, kind of exploring the architecture of nature. And finally, this is an artist named Bradley Eastman, who's really interesting because he explores kind of the impact that humans have had and sort of looking forward to the future. And I really like his sort of interconnected web of natural elements. So that's inspiring as well.